Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to show you some items that routinely sell for us for some good money that we have almost nothing into. Hey, it's Don, the Auction Professor. Today we're going to show you some of the items that we sell that we literally have almost nothing into that still sell for some good money. Let's hop over to the screen right now and show you some of these items. So here we are with the first item. I had a couple of these. I think, we sold one and I still have one left. And then we sold it for 20 bucks, so even after I paid for both books and the fees, I'm still making about 15 bucks profit on just this one book, and I still have one more to go that will be pretty much all profit. So, good sale there. Again, most of these items are things that I pick up all over the place for almost nothing. This is the King Cole Trio, Nat King Cole, and this is them doing the Christmas song, Merry Christmas to You. And this is a Mel Torme song, if you know who that is. Nice example, decent condition record, $24.50 it sold for. This time of year, all of these sorts of things sell for us pretty much all over the board. Christmas Island by the Andrews Sisters with Guy Lombardo as well. $34.50 on this one too. Both of these discs I have $1 or less into, maybe even down to a quarter. We buy these in big bulk for the most part. Most of these I've had many different copies of the same disc. So nice example here. Now this next one is a pack of cigarettes, well, an empty pack of cigarettes, and this is from Venezuela, and I sold it for 185 bucks. Just as you see it here, nothing really fancy. It's about 1870 or so in production. No tobacco or anything in it. It's just an empty wrapper. Next example here is a feature matchbook, and it has dancers across the matches themselves, and it's from the Brown Derby in California. And I sold it for $55. I have almost nothing into this. This was bought with some other items, so really good return on that one there. Next one is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This is a children's book from 1937. It did sell for $27.50. This is one of the linen-like, paperish books of the time frame. It's a rather cute, decent condition book from that time frame, 1937. Nice example of this one here. Good, decent price. I paid $1 or less for this one, just like I do for most all of these items. Now here's Puzzle Town, and I just showed these in a haul from just the other day. I paid $5 for it, and you can see it did sell. Very happy with it. I still have one left. This one purchase and sale right here paid for everything I bought that day. So pretty much at this point, everything else from that haul video is gravy pretty much. This one's a good example of how quickly and easily these sell. It was only up for maybe 12 hours before I had the first offer in, and this is the second one here. So it's out the door, and I'm happy with that. Next item here is sheet music, Frankie Valli, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. Decent, well-known song. You should have heard it, I would imagine. It's been in movies as well. $24.50 on this one. This one's like a quarter into it at most. This was bought in a huge lot of sheet music. Now here's 3 pencils from RCA, Radio Corporation of America. That's what RCA stands for, if you didn't know that. $17.99 for 3 pencils. I have literally nothing into these. I bought a huge tub of pencils for like $5, and we've made like $600 or $700 off of those pencils. This is just leftovers from that same assortment. So I don't care if they sit for a long time. It costs us 60 cents to list these for a year. So you can't go wrong at that price, in all honesty. They're out the door, $17.99. I've got about a $14, $15 profit. Next one here is a General Winfield Scott token when he was running for president. If I'm not mistaken, and I remember my history correctly, he was part of the Seminole Indian Wars, the first or second one in the 1830s era. This is a token that's been holed and used to, I guess, wear as a necklace. It has some wear to it. This is one that I sent out an offer to a watcher, and it sold for the $39.99 that was my offer to them. So very happy with that one as well. Next one's some inlaid sterling jewelry. It's Southwestern in style, $34.50 it sold for. They are for pierced ears, which usually sell much better than anything else. They're marked sterling. It's a decent set. I have $1 or less into this. It was bought in a big lump sum. So again, I have nothing into this hardly. The next one here is a roller skating label. This one went for $28.50. Kind of surprised. It's very plain considering, but it's the location that people are after on these sorts of things. Dates from the 1930s through the 50s era, from my understanding. Nice sale on that one here. I have almost nothing into it, 50 cents or less, bought in a bulk from some paper purchases at an estate sale. Next one here is a World War I service medal. It's missing the ribbon and some other parts, so I took, I think, 60 bucks on this one. It's been up for a little while, so I'm fine with that. It's from Ohio also, Trumbull County. It's still in excellent condition. It's got nice markings on the back as well. You can't go wrong on something like this. It's got an excellent image, as you can see. Very happy with that. $1 or less purchase as well. Postcard, I have like a nickel into this one. It was bought with a big lump sum. It did sell for $17.50, as you can see. This is a modern day. It would be considered a chrome. 50s through into the, say, mid to late 60s, I would say this one was printed. Now here's a photo of Cindy Grover in a TV show called Married, or a TV movie called Married, and it did sell for $34.50. I have nothing into this. I bought a huge, massive assortment of these when a TV station went under, and this is some of the material from there. And I've paid for them like 50 times over. We've probably made about $7,000 off of photos just from this purchase here. One-time purchase. Initial investment on this purchase was $225, $226, somewhere in there, at a local live auction. There was only one other bidder I was going against, so excellent purchase here. Now the next one is a Phineas and Ferb action figure set. It's a robot dog and vehicle, Jake's Toys. It's from 2010. It did sell for $24.50. This I've had for maybe 2 years, so I've got about $1.20 into listing it, $1 into purchasing it, so I still made about 20 bucks profit on this. So very happy with that also. Next one here is a flask-shaped, probably circa World War I lighter. This is a trench-style lighter made to lighten, damp, musky conditions. And I did sell it for 55 bucks on this one here. Paid for immediately. Happy. It's been up for a little while. I believe this is the last of my trench lighters that I had. I bought a big assortment of them and pretty much sold them throughout. I have nothing into this. I bought a huge lot, as I said, together, and those were paid for like 6 or 7 months ago. I may have 30 cents into listing these at the most, so good sale there. Now here's a Christmas card. It's an optical illusion. If you stare at this and then stare at a blank wall, it's supposed to project this image on the wall in your mind. Of course, it's an optical thing. It does do what it says it does. You'll see spots even for a little while. I sold it for 90 bucks. I put some price on it, just threw a price up there. No idea what this one was worth. The only kind similar to this one, and it's made the same company, same everything, is for an Abraham Lincoln and I think a Ulysses S. Grant one that I saw. And they went around 75 to 90 bucks. So I took the 90 buck. That was a fair price in my book, and it's gone. The person also bought several others from me at the same time. So this one-time purchase, multiple items, was around $400. So can't go wrong there. Next one here is a rubber Bendham Santa Claus keychain from Hong Kong, 1960s. It did sell for $27.50. This is like a 50-cent thing out of one of those little bins before you leave a store. Had it up for a little while, still very happy with the sale. Next one here is a label off of some silk fabric. Original, vintage, 1880s circa. I took 40 bucks on this one, very happy with that. I have $1 into this one as well as 11 others that I bought. We sold several right away for top dollar. At this point, I have nothing into this, so it's pretty much all profit on this. So we made around another 35 bucks. Listing fees are almost nothing, 60 cents a year. This has been up for about 9 months, I believe, or 10 months, somewhere in that range. Nice sale as well. Now here's a Taiwan Railroad Hotel from Taipei, Formosa. Now, this is an area that doesn't exist anymore. This is contested land, basically. I sold this one for 60 bucks. And this is a small label, something also that would have probably went on luggage or even on mailing or something along that line. Very happy with the price I got out of this one here. So, nice sale on that one. Now, here's a couple TV guides. Now, in all honesty, I didn't pay anything for these and about 20 more. Somebody gave them to me. Somebody gave me a stack, like 30 TV guides. I sold most of them. I had a few left that wouldn't sell individually, so I dumped them together in a lot of 5, and then they sold for $24.50. Very happy with that. They're not even that old, 1980s, so decent lot. Now, next one here are Skipper socks. These are just socks from Skipper, Barbie series line. I think Skipper is Barbie's little sister. And I took 10 bucks just on these socks. If I'm not mistaken, I showed these in a haul too. I bought a doll case, a Barbie doll case of some sorts. There's all kinds of clothing pieces in there, and I broke them up and sold them all separately. I believe this is the last piece out of that lot, and I'm still happy. I've got about, say, 45 cents into listing it at this point, nothing into purchasing it. So even though it sold for $10, I still have about $8 profit plus out of these. So either way, another good sale with almost nothing into it. And the last one here is a quarter pin. I paid $0.25 for this in one of those little bins at a store. I have no idea what it's to, in all honesty. I was stumped on this one here. I put it up for $57.50, took a chance. I sold it for $40. No complaints on my behalf. I was very happy with that. And again, I have no idea what this is for. No idea whatsoever. It's gold-plated. It's early, probably 1920s or 30s, just by the construction. And it does have a mark on the back as well. Excellent condition, nice enamel. It's some sort of religious group or fraternal. I could not find any reference to this at all. Maybe it's a year of anniversary, 150 years or something. I haven't a clue on this one. But either way, any of these sorts of pins I'll put up no matter what and just take a shot at it. For $0.25, I had nothing to lose, even if it sat there for a while. This was up for about 7 months to sell it. 35 cents in the listing fees at max. And I got $40 back out of it. So at the end of the day, I've got about a $35 profit on this tiny item that only took a few moments to mail out, ship, and list. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Well, there you are. Hopefully that gave you some ideas and some thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell a friend.